majority. It doesn't have a majority in the House of Lords.
No.
It is made up of around about 1,000 people. I mean, I don't think it's quite that high. People who were appointed, some of whom are party political people, and some people are not party political and sit on the cross benches. A lot of them have actually got some enormous amount of expertise.
Yes.
And interesting. But just to remind you that, I mean, I voted, and I still believe that we need to move to a fully elected second chamber.
Really?
I want to make sure that I voted with the government. But
Yes.
unfortunately, there were some people on our own side which didn't want to do that, and I think probably made the mistake of thinking to themselves that we would have a majority in the House of Lords appointed as it is at the moment. But that was an issue which I felt quite strongly about. But unfortunately, that wasn't able to be delivered, and the Liberal Democrat part of the coalition decided this was too much of an issue for them, and therefore they ended up pushing to pull the plug on further reform of any sort of description as well.
But when we talk about reforms, undoubtedly we need a second chamber.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be fairly straightforward to reduce numbers, to introduce earlier retirement, relatively small measures might placate a lot of tricks?
Yes, I mean, having said on the issue of retirement, I think if we did that, they would win the by. So we are where we are on the whole thing, and I don't think there's going to be any change. But certainly, it's not the top priority. The top priority has got to be how we manage our removal from the European Union. That's got to be. But what I do think is we've got to make sure that we don't lose that expertise on a whole series of different issues. Scientists, bankers, people like that as well. So they should be continuing to make that. And just remember, the House of Lords is a reforming operation. It isn't a one which comes up with primary legislation.
No.
They are there to inspect and to reform the wording which is put down in the bills as well, and then send it back to us for our approval at it as well. So that's the job which it's got to do. It's as I say, it's a reforming operation.
And yet Theresa May seems to have adopted recently a very, how shall I put it, strong position by going to the House and sitting down amongst them, which is, I gather, the first time that had been done for many years.
Well, I know.
Was that some sort of gesture saying I'm in charge?
Well, I think it was most certainly putting some pressure upon their lordships to make sure they came out with the right result. And of course, it must be very frustrating for an elected Prime Minister to have some of their work undone completely. And there's this very strict timetable which the government wants to work to, and that is to trigger Article 50, which happened this Wednesday. And what her job, therefore, has got to do is to try and make sure she keeps the focus for what the people have ended up by saying on track. The other people, of course, who play a significant part, of course, in our constitution are the judges. And my argument is that if we in the House of Commons, and ultimately the House of Lords as well, don't end up by writing the law properly, then quite rightly say the judges intervene, and they then have a look at it and they say, no, we don't feel we got it right. If that is the case, then what we need to do is we need to review that legislation to make sure it is doing what we want it to actually do, and not to give any kind of flexibility to that. So that's an issue. So there's always going to be a tension between the Houses of Parliament, the House of Lords, and also, of course, the judges as well, and that is important.
Thank you. Stop, George. Can we stop?
Yeah, we can stop.
I just thought